Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A big play here for the Cowboys. 62 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jaguars nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
On the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Anthony Brown.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Squeeze, double. Mike 5-4.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
14-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Jaguars, a very nice pickup of 33 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Jaguars 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dixon. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Zane Gonzalez.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check it out.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now Trubisky. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Now it's Trubisky. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Trubisky will throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
At the 11-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Shy of the goal line. A gain of 3.
On 2nd and goal. Prescott escaping. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback, taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 43. Watch it. Alert, 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 alert. Safety's great.
Now it's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards the pickup there. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 18. Get off the field.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. That's 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll throw right away. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Prescott from the gun. On the crossing route, complete. It's Dixon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Prescott. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Hey, 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Trubisky. Looking deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
3-yard line.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky now down around his goal line. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's our time. Check 13. Check 13.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First down, Cowboys.
Let's go. 47 marks.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.